Does it don't know everybody? I messed up. All right, hello, and hello. Dozo everybody. Your girl is here with cringy Japanese and dang, something fell. Anyway, hello. We're here for another quick stream. I've been trying to stream for literally the past 3 days. I've been trying to stream this morning, had to take a nap. Had to try and stream yesterday, had to clean up. Had to try and stream the day before, had to clean up. The start of cleanup. Otherwise, yeah. Hello. Mana. It's gonna be a quick stream. Nothing too fancy out there. Just, art. Alright. So, how's everybody's day today? This is gonna be me. It's art, guys! It's art with my model after all this time! A staple. A true contrarian amazingness. So we're gonna be making thumbnails. I forgot because everything's been moved. Yeah, this is gonna be absolutely fun. Alright, where is the shapes? Everything has been moved. Everything. Literally everything. Nope. Here they are. Oh. Where is the tool? Alright. We really going through all this, huh? Yeah, that should be good. Not gonna be too, like, detailed and stuff like that. Just kind of lazy sketches. Or maybe, forgot stabilization. I am getting so used to having not my stuff be my stuff anymore. Oh man. Nope. Nope. Remember. Remember. Return the flag. Without me like this. So how's everybody? Oh, that's what I was thinking about. I was trying to remember. Trying to concentrate also. What is it? So, how's everybody's Twitter journey happening today? As you can see, my thumbnail speaks for me. Not my thumbnail. My my description speaks for me about how I feel. I know, I'm terminally online. We understand that, everybody. We understand that. We all have terminalness in us. We're all terminal at the end of the day. The problem is, though, this has to be the worst time for Twitter to go down. For anybody who does not know, AX is going on this week, and this probably had to be like, what is it? This has to be like the worst AX I've like been hearing about ever, like just period. We have people stealing stuff just at people's booths, like causing a distraction and stealing stuff. We have news, kind of big news actually going out, because like, what is it, Panty and Stocking just got announced, but nobody can really talk about it, or at least nobody can really, well actually yeah, no, nobody can really talk about it because Twitter's down. And stuff like that. Thankfully it's temporary, but obviously everybody, you know, with the worst policies going in place right now, could really use some of that transparency. I'm not someone who jumps on the Elon Musk bad train. That being said, I will totally rip you a new one, because I do not care how much money you have. If you suck, you suck. That's just how it goes. Some people are just sucky. You know, getting with false IDs, like, Twitter is down. Twitter is down. That is to say the news of the day. Whoop. What is it? Yeah. If anything, one of the things I actually kind of got into the habit of doing was that anytime a fan base gets revived, I like to go on Reddit to see like how that fan base is doing. I did it for the Professor Layton community. I did it for the Pikmin community. They're just having a blast. And so I did the same thing for like the Panty and Stocking community, because surprisingly, well, before everything went in lockdown, they were actually kind of not lewd. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean the subreddit's been like changed to not safe for work? That I didn't expect, because when I went there last time, it wasn't. And then when I go back again, I can't find it. Turns out, well, actually I did, because what happened was that when I deleted the Reddit app during the lockdown, I forgot to put all my settings back to no, not safe for work. Well, on purpose, but like, yeah. And so what ended up happening was that I was like, wait, what do you mean it's not safe for work? It wasn't not safe for work like 2 months ago when I checked it out. And oh boy, yeah, no, they're just all lewd. It's just all lewds now. I really wanted to stay and see how everybody was reacting, because I like to go back a couple hours beforehand to see how like how everybody reacts. Yeah, you could, not this time. Not this time. It is all lewds, just all lewds. Yeah. So yeah, that happened. No, but I'm kind of, in a weird way, kind of weird. 2012s are back. Weird. 2012s really are back. I feel like anime is the only time you can really reboot something and actually feel like, wow, this is actually not bad. Granted, Trash Days kind of brought it up with like the Trigger team too. Not Studio Trigger, Studio Orange. How like when they brought back Stampede, man, Stampede was good. Stampede was really good. There's no way we're not getting a season 2. That was way too good. Those of you who saw Stampede, I'm proud of you. Everybody was nervous about it. I was nervous, but optimistic about it. Turned out to be really good. One of the characters I was super interested in the most got so much screen time. So, in the original series, there was a character called Zazzy the Beast. And obviously, if you read the manga, you get more of Zazzy, along with a drastically different design. But what ended up happening was that in the anime, they introduced him. What is it? He was a... So if you know... So I've never read the Trigun manga. I've tried, but like, I can't really do so. And I always get distracted every time I try. And so what happened was that when I do try, I try. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. If you know Zazzy the Beast, you know that, they are a creature that is not, well, I guess spoilers. They are a creature that is neither plant nor human. They're, inhabitants of Gunsmoke because they're an insect race, and they procreate via host, like, kind of like queen bee, but like, they get hosts, and like obviously some of them were human hosts, and Zazzy is one of them. But in the 90s anime, they did not show that. They don't really explain that. It's more so like what is it? Okay, so like how the 90s anime portrayed it, it looked like it was a dude from a distance controlling some kid. But they don't really explain that, when in reality it's a host. The boy is a host, because usually the insect creatures take on female hosts, but they did not take on a female host, they took on a male host. But you don't understand that, and then Zazzy dies. They just plain and simple, Zazzy dies. And so I was like, dang, kind of wish we could have gotten more of them in the anime. And I never forgot that character, even into the new anime. And then, the new anime came out. And to say that this character that I've been thinking about for years, despite the fact that I could literally just go read the manga, became one of my favorite characters because of just how they move and react, and just their design. So cool. I love Zazzy's Stampede design. I love their design in Stampede. It looks amazing. Oh yeah. Mm. 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 Right. All right. Hold up real quick. Dang. Hold up real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just had to check on food. On the peeps and the food. Dang. If only I could... If only I knew how to read. Not gonna lie, I came back and sat down and I forgot my chair busted, so... Your girl almost fell over and died. I definitely need to get a new chair soon, or else I'm going to actually fall and die. Chairs are sharp, bro. Chairs are sharp. Oh, right. That's right. I almost forgot. So relatives came over and I almost... What is it? They wanted to watch Miraculous. And we like watched an episode. Man, as someone who did not get into Miraculous, I had a different family member who got into Miraculous. Oh my gosh. I could not stop laughing every time Hawkmoth came on screen because I always remember the Jello Apocalypse video. That's right, Aki. Just the amount of laughing I could not stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Hawkmoth fans out there, all 5 of you, but I can't take him seriously. That's right, Aki. Tell us what your nefarious plan is, Hawkmoth. Just I couldn't. I'm sorry. Art looked good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Music Boy. Hello. How is thou day? I'm just chilling. Oh, I hear, by the way, I'm good. Sounds about right to me. I'm just chilling. What is it? Stuff happened. Twitter was down. Panty and Stocking just got announced. I don't know. I know Ventus is probably like freaking out because like I know a lot of people. I'm creating some chaos. Sounds about right. What is this chaos you are creating, Music Boy? Oh, so I have gum, so if you hear chewing in the background, that's me. That's me chewing gum. I may have annoyed some Gov people. There's a lot of Gov people being annoyed right now. We're not talking about you know what going on. Just America. Just America. America's Americaning. Oh no. Bro, please. No. Bro, no. You're gonna end up on a list. I need to fix the white text on this stupid chat box by this point. Oh, next time. Oh man. Yeah, I live in the US. It's fine. Listen, you know how they try and sneak. You know how they try and speak and then they find you. They be like, where did Music Boy go? you know how, you know. There's a reason why I never went to Bilibili is what I'm saying. I wanted to, but then they passed the law saying that if you were a VTuber who lives in China, you have to reveal your identity, and I was kind of just like, I'm good. I'm good on that front, just a little bit. Let's see something, because I don't mind redesigning this a little bit. Let's see if this works out. And kinda. We're back to the era of the mic hittings. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. We're just gonna have to leave it like this. Unless I get better at art. Let's move this right here. I'm trying like not to wear my headphones as much because I know about the whole indent thing from other YouTubers and stuff, and I prefer to keep my head solid. Okay, keep it in solid one form. Just one form. Right. Man, was there stuff I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah. So what is it? We were going to do art. What was it? I'm not going to annoy up until next Friday. I don't know, bro. You gonna end up poking the bear. Listen, we can poke the bear all we want. Just don't be complaining when you get bit is what I'm saying. Don't be annoyed. Don't complain. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's right. Stuff like that. What is it? 4 graduations are going on with Niji Sanji right now. Twitter down. Which, as much as I despise Twitter and some of the stupidity that they do, like buying your own likes, which is like another level of pathetic to me, just a little bit. No, just a lot of it. I'm just like, man. This sucks because I was literally in the process of looking into some stuff today for that project that I had in the background. That's coming to fruition a lot sooner than I want it to. It's not guaranteed, but I was thinking later down the line you guys would see it, and I was gonna continue it on here, actually. Not guaranteed or anything, but stuff probably might come to fruition. Not how I envisioned it originally, but we'll be seeing. Oh, that secret project from Discord that everyone saw. everybody saw it. Turns out, oh yeah, by the way, so I updated the Discord because I forgot and didn't even realize at the same time. That one. Well, you don't know who those people are. You don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. You'll be fine. Don't tease me. Updated? What you updated? The Discord. So I updated the Discord notification. Turns out, I did not set it to 30 days. And I just had the same expired link on Discord for like a year now. Because I made that, I updated the card like recently. Well, I mean, I could just look them up by their username. True. Nah, that won't come in, that won't, see the light of day. Not yet, because stuff's happening. Stuff is happening about it. So you guys might see it sooner than you realize, because originally it was gonna kind of be its own separate thing, and then eventually when it was finished I would release it. But not gonna lie, I think I can technically take it outside of what I originally had it as. So we might. No guarantees though. But in order to do that, I have to make it the way I wanted to. And not only that, I gotta learn my editing skills, because it will be edited unlike the original, unlike how it originally is, because I want it a certain way. Let me know if you ever want me to help you set up Discord roles so you can you can better hide stuff like that in the future. Okay. Let's be real here. Yes. Tell you the truth, I was gonna do roles and then I forgot. I was gonna get back to you when you like mentioned it to me, but like at the time I was doing something with family. Nothing too like pulling attention, like stuff that like pulled my attention away, but like it was enough where it was like nighttime and I was just tired. And then I forgot, and then I remembered, and then I forgot, and then I remembered like 3 months later, and then I forgot till now. So we will get to it. We will get to it. Hello. Yeah. So don't worry about that for right now. Really the reason why I also haven't assigned roles is because I want to learn Discord also, because I don't want, say, and this is a hypothetical, I'm not saying you would do this. Say somebody went rogue on Discord and I don't know certain commands, because obviously I'm still new to Discord. I still kind of am learning, I'll admit that. And then a mod went rogue and then told me, oh, you can't do this so-and-so because and then you really can do that, and I was just an idiot who believed them. Stuff like that. Really, I'm just using it as a learning experience. What is it? Having a family? Yeah, that can be a bit distracting. We're a pretty quiet family. It's just, you know, we do things that are kind of out there. Not too out there. Well, depending on how much power you give mod, that can be a big issue. Yeah. So that's pretty much why. So I want to like learn it before I give a mod any power. So like, you know, actually know what's a good thing to give a mod and what's a bad thing to give a mod. Like, oops, I accidentally gave you access to the entire server and you now have the power to kick me out. Great. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I have not assigned roles yet. So I have full control. Oh, owner can't be kicked. My mod no matter how much, no matter what power you give. True, but I still don't want to get tricked. I still don't want to get tricked is what I'm saying. Because here's the thing, you can never kick somebody out and then all of a sudden you get like, all of a sudden you're like, oh hey, did you know that you can do, what is it? You know that meme that people were where they're like Control F? They're like, oh yeah, I can click Control F and then it like kicks you out of like the entire program. Stuff like that. Yeah, that. And then all of a sudden, oops, sorry, gave you the whole server. If you give mod ownership, they can kick you though. Yeah, pretty much. That's one thing I want to avoid at all costs. That would be pretty good to avoid. Alright, let's see how this can go. Alright, what's going on? What's going on, baby? What else is going on? I'm trying to like think of like stuff. Because I remember, what is it? On Monday we had the webtoon discussion. I actually really like that. Not gonna lie, we might do like some webtoon readings. One thing I want to do, because I keep putting it off, even though I really liked it. We're absolutely going to watch Yumi'sCells. We're going to watch, we're doing a live watch party of Yumi'sCells. We're going to do a live watch party of Yumi'sCells. I loved the Yumi'sCells live action. For those who don't remember Monday or were not there for Monday, on Monday I did, we were just talking randomly, doing a just chat thing, and I got into the topic of webtoons, by the way. Also, the administrator permissions gives every other permission that the most dangerous one to give out. Okay. So no administrative permission. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. That is definitely good to know. And that is why I will absolutely add you as a mod, because Lord knows good and well that I'm not capable mod yet. Listen, I just know how to kick the weirdos out. What is it? We're totally doing a Yumi'sCells live action, like watch along, because I've read the comic start to finish, and I saw 1 to 2 episodes. I saw 1, 2, or 3 episodes. Because Rakuten, well, I didn't watch it through Rakuten, but I did watch them. And I absolutely loved the Yumi'sCells live action. It is so beautiful. Like we're put, like, what is it right now? What's the one thing I like what is it? So my mom's been watching all these legal shows like Suits and Boston Legal and stuff like that, and I'm just like, these are funny because they're dumb to me. And they're like, they have like, because like it's mostly on dialogue and stuff like that. Also, kicking someone and banning them are 2 different things. Someone who is kicked can come back. Someone who is banned cannot. Okay. That makes sense. What is it? Because like most of it is like, if you compare something from like, man, how do I even say it? Yumi'sCells live action. I can't even describe how pretty the Yumi'sCells live action is. It is pretty. It is captivating. I absolutely love it. And I read the comic from start to finish. I loved reading Yumi'sCells. And in a way, that kind of transferred over to Daily JoJo, another one of the author's works, which I gotta catch up on because it was aight, but not as captivating as Yumi'sCells. I guess, if that makes any sense. Mostly because the main couple kind of got sidelined for a side couple, and it wasn't too bad, but kind of wish we had more of the main couple than this random side couple. But except for when they were dealing with Woong. Well, you guys don't know who Woong is, but like if you've seen Yumi'sCells, you know who I'm talking about. Best guy, best boy. Unfortunately, though, he's an awful relationship person. Wouldn't date. Took his advice from somebody who isn't even into girls. Which you think is offensive, but like, I actually genuinely do mean this. That he actually took advice from somebody who's not even into girls, and it like actually ruined his relationship. What is it? If you don't really trust mod, only give them ability to kick, not ban. But this means if problem person comes back, or somebody with banning ability will need to be called in. Okay. Well, that can be me. Yeah, I'm the banning one. I'm the one with the banning ability. What is it? So yeah, I really genuinely liked the Yumi'sCells live action. I want to continue it, but every time I try and continue it, it's like... Every time I try and continue it, it's like at the worst time, or I think about it and then I just don't. And not only that, the episodes, the way they are an hour long, so I would have to really set a time like my day to do it, because the way the reason why they're an hour long is because they're compilation episodes, because that's how I guess Rakuten had released them. So you'll get 3 episodes in one episode. You'll have 3 yeah, pretty much, yeah, 3 episodes in one episode. And it's just it. I just love the Yumi'sCells live action. It was so pretty. It like captured Yumi'sCells perfectly. And then even like the cells, I think it was also really cool because like the cells, it's weird hearing like the cells. It's weird hearing like the cells, because obviously you have your head voice for all the characters. It's so weird hearing all the cells. And I really enjoy them, like way more than I thought I would. We'll say though, the Hysteria Cell saga just popped in, and quite frankly, it's actually way more entertaining than what they did in the comics, because that thing dragged on forever. Like, ever. And I guess like it's a lot, it felt like, okay. So, I guess like I keep going on, what is Yumi'sCells? So Yumi'sCells is basically about this girl, her name is Yumi, she's in her 30s, she's single, and she works at a publishing firm. She is pretty much it's pretty much your typical woman 30s, tries to date, probably doesn't work out. Stuff like that. It's basically like a look into adult life. That being said, what makes the series stand out is the concept of the cells. The cells are basically Yumi's personalities, her wants, her needs, and even her diet and her food, and stuff like that. You have key cells, like the emotional cell, the rational cell, kind of, what is it? Art cell, leg cell, basically stuff like that. Basically stuff that will like pop up in your life. Naughty cell, all the dirty thoughts. Emotional cell, obviously. Rational cell, love cell, inner feeling cell. Just a bunch of cells that represent what you, and depending on what your primary, depending on the primary, like, of who you are, will depend on the main cell that controls the system. A good example would be the primary cell for Yumi is her love cell. However, the biggest cell that has the most control is usually hunger cell, because Yumi loves food. But love cell is the one that controls and orders and keeps everybody in line. So stuff kind of like that. For others, it's their art cell. Or in others, food is good. Food is definitely good. It depends on the person in the system. I guess in like, what is it? Like, if we were to do a Yumi'sCells comparison to me, mine would technically be streaming cell, but not really, because it would technically also be, what is it? Like, the cells that would usually probably get together would be food cell, art cell, rational cell, and probably even a little bit of my own emotional cell. But if I had to pinpoint one primary cell that would probably be the biggest, it would probably be laziness cell sometimes. Because let's be real here, that thing can take over in a minute if you're not careful. So stuff kind of like that. So it's a really cool, like, seeing all these cells probably make or break Yumi, where she probably can get in a relationship. But if one cell, would you have a cell family? They're all a family. They're all a family. But they wouldn't really be a family. They just kind of pop up and then, you know, live about their cell life in Yumi or the individual. Kind of like that. You would have to read the comic to like understand. I will say the first couple of chapters, not good. They are hard to sit through, but as they keep going, kind of like what I explained last time with my in-laws are obsessed with me. First couple of chapters are kind of meh, but they do provide setup. I already confused. Can we? Hold up. Let me see. Can we? If we can. If I have permission to. Yumi'sCells. Let's see if I can pull up some images. Let's move to the chat room. What is it? Oh, so much fan art. There was, I mean this when I say Yumi'sCells was very popular. There's a reason why it got a live action. There's a reason why it has a ton of Korean merch. It has its own cafe. It had convention meetings. It was a good series. It's a good series. Like I said, first couple of chapters, and I do mean the first couple of chapters, because later down the line it gets actually like really good, like really fast, really good. Like for my in-laws are obsessed with me, I would say the first 20 chapters are kind of hard to sit through. For Yumi'sCells, I would say it was the first 5 or 10 chapters. So yeah. What is it? Cause it's kind of hard to like talk about Yumi'sCells, cause you know what? Why not? We're gonna pull up the old art compared to the new art, because I really like the evolved art. I'm not smart. It's harder than rocket science. It's too hard to understand. Don't worry, you won't have to worry. WebP to PNG, because of course I have to deal with this nonsense. Alright, let me see. Alright, okay, so pretty much this is how Yumi'sCells is. We have our titular character, Yumi. Let me see. We have our titular character, and her name is Yumi. This is Yumi in the old art style. This is Yumi in the new art style. The author like evolved so much so. In because he had been doing Yumi'sCells for a couple of years. When I got to it, it was around its first break. Because Yumi'sCells kind of goes on, blonde child. Yes, she is. Makes her stand out. That's one of the reasons why it's like captivating in the cover. So yeah, our titular girl, her name is Yumi. Yumi is 30-something years old. She's single. She works at a publishing firm. What makes it? And so she's kind of down on her luck. She doesn't really have a love cell anymore. due to the fact that later in the story it kind of explains it, but I kind of really won't. I guess it's not anything serious. She just kind of had a breakup, and then her love cell was kind of washed away for a while. So the cells that usually take over are, let's pull them up. Let's see. Where, let me see. Save image. Alright, this seems about good. So, you know what? Let's pull up the cells individually. Emotional cell. Emotional. Oh, should I pull up the Korean part? It depends. Like I said, there's a lot of cells. There's a lot of cells, but there's the main cells that everybody knows and loves. So we'll probably just pull up who I can at a time. The more important one. I think this would be good. These are the live action cells because they made them 3D. What you see in 3D is exactly what they look exactly like their comic counterpart. And that's also one of the reasons why I praise the live action, because it looks good. So if she has no love cell, that means she's incapable of love. Pretty much, yeah. For a good time, she is incapable of love. She wants to love, but she's incapable. Ignore this side. That side is not important right now. That side is not important for reasons that happen later in the story. So up here, we have, up here in the top left corner, we have rational cell. Rational cell is pretty much, every cell is what they sound like. Rational cell is the rational part of Yumi who tries to obviously rationalize everything. Can they second guess themselves? Absolutely. And that is because of the top left corner, emotional, top right corner, emotional cell. Emotional cell is pretty much just exactly what you expect. She is very emotional and she is very violent. She is hilarious. She is one of the fun, she's one of like the fun characters. The one in the top middle is Hunger Cell, Yumi's most powerful and biggest cell because she is a food junkie. She loves food. Down here in the middle actually is Yumi's love cell. Love cell is definitely the one that holds everything together in Yumi's little cell village, because they do have a village and stuff like that. I forgot if this was mystery cell or detective cell, but basically they're kind of the one that guesses and tries to guess other people. Sometimes it's a hit, most of the time it's a miss. The one over here in the middle left is also Fashion Cell. Fashion Cell is actually one of my favorite cells because even though they don't really get that much screen, they get screen time, but like not say, how should I put it? They're secondary cells compared to Rational Cell, Hunger Cell, and Emotional Cell. The funny thing about Fashion Cell, so she was introduced because what happened was that when Yumi had bought something, it was out of season. But you see, okay, I remember now. So what happened was that Yumi was buying clothes. Obviously, Fashion Cell was in charge of that. However, the one of the cells that is not on screen is Cheapskate Cell. See, Cheapskate Cell is what he exactly sounds like. So if Cheapskate Cell has to constantly keep Fashion Cell in check so that she doesn't overspend the budget. Basically, they're frugal. Fashion Cell is definitely not frugal. Cheapskate Cell, very, very frugal. And so what happened was that one time Fashion Cell spent so much money that Cheapskate Cell had pretty much sent Fashion Cell to jail. And then eventually what happened was that when Yumi was preparing for a date in the beginning of the story, they had to get Fashion Cell out just so that she could look good, even though she was in the process of breaking out of prison anyway. So yeah, that's one of my favorite cells. Other than Love Cell, Fashion Cell is definitely up there. I also like her pigtail and her glasses and her little hat. So yeah. Down here in the bottom left corner is Hysteria Cell. I have opinions on Hysteria Cell. Like I said, what is it? The Hysteria Cell. Hysteria Cell, sounds like a complex story. You doing a good job selling this. It's really not as complex. It's kind of like, what is it? It was Inside Out before Inside Out. This story started a year before Inside Out. Imagine a more complex Inside Out because it's dealing with adult emotions, not just child emotions. It's a really good story. I really, really like it. I really, really liked it. That's why I followed it after I got really into it. Hysteria Cell is, he has an arc in the comics. I think it drags out in the comics, drag it out. Like, it feels dragged out is basically what I'm saying. It feels very dragged out. But compare that to the Hysteria Cell arc in the live action, it is a lot better. It is a lot quicker because there's a lot more moving parts to it. I think it still kind of suffers the same thing because it goes on way too long and literally just run through the goop. But basically, the reason why Hysteria's arc lasts long is because Yumi gets really bummed out because what happened was the reason why Yumi'sCells is out of the picture when the story starts is because when Yumi was younger, it's kind of a spoiler, but not really. In terms of Yumi's life, it's not a spoiler, but in terms of the story, it's kind of a spoiler. So I guess spoiler warning. When Yumi was younger, she had her first boyfriend, and her first boyfriend, you know, obviously he broke up with her, and that broke her heart, which caused what was called the Great Flood, aka her heart was broken and she cried a lot. In the Cells universe, that caused Yumi'sCells to get washed away in the tsunami and practically be on was actually on life support. But when Yumi was starting to fall in love with one of her co-workers who was younger than her, Yumi'sCells was brought back and they genuinely tried to like make things work. However, due to the fact that that relationship didn't work out because of well, let's just say this person was not into women is what I'm saying. It caused Yumi's heart to break once more, and it washed Yumi'sCells, not even into a coma, just straight up out of the picture onto a deserted island, which we do come back to later in the story. So, because the primary cell, aka Yumi'sCells, is out, she ended up getting kicked out because of the flood, the second flood, and what happened was that Hysteria Cell took over Yumi's power plant, aka all of her energy and just basically all of her attention. And it made her hysterical and just like, you know, he siphoned all the power to shoot at the other cell so that he can basically still be large and in charge. So Yumi'sCells died and resurrected, then killed again. Not died, more like Yumi'sCells was on life support, was resurrected, and then got just kicked out of the story for a little bit. They're still alive, they just got washed away, kicked out to like a deserted island. So they are very much still alive in the story. I really like Yumi'sCells. Yumi'sCells is one of like the best characters. It's like a mix. Yumi'sCells is basically a mix between rational cell and emotional cell. So pretty much the best parts of those characters and the funniest parts of those characters are Yumi'sCells, because Yumi is a very loving person. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and of course we can never forget Naughty Cell. This image says so much. This image literally says all you need to know. Yeah, what did you say this comic was called? Again, Yumi'sCells. Yumi'sCells. Like, biology cells. Now, the series is over and it's on Daily Pass, unfortunately, because Webtoons knows their products are good, and so yeah. If you want to check out the author's other works, Daily JoJo, I say Daily JoJo isn't as good as Yumi'sCells, at least in the latter half, because it focuses on a side couple instead of the main couple, but it is still worth a read that I gotta catch up on, mostly because I really kind of like the dichotomy of the main couple in the beginning of the story. So yeah, I totally recommend Yumi'sCells if you really like that. Yeah. you will like Yumi'sCells. I genuinely do mean it. And like I said, Naughty Cell. This image says pretty much all you need to know about Naughty Cell. He's naughty. I will say though, in the live action version, they do kind of go by different names, and that kind of threw me off. a little bit because when Yumi'sCells came on Webtoons to the States, the live action came later and got licensed by Rakuten, whereas Webtoons still kept a lot of the specific names and stuff because the comic was getting adapted at around that time. So when you go from the live action to what is it? When you go to the live action to the new series, no. When you go to the comic and the live action, you're gonna have a little bit of kind of a little bit of a confusion fest because what is it? A good example would be one of the characters. His name is Bobby, Babi, but I think he goes by a different name in the live action. Or a good example would be Woong, one of the best characters with the worst relationship status. I think kind of the weird thing with Woong is the fact that they obviously one of the reasons why was because whether you think it's Korean culture and skin beauty products is the fact that Woong is the darkest in the series. They don't hide it. He is literally the darkest character in the series. He's darker than even this avatar that I have right now. I wouldn't say he's pitch black, but pretty much you get what I mean. And obviously they probably could not find a dude who matched Woong's entire description, just like how they couldn't, what is it? Like, I'm gonna pull up the live action Yumi. I'm gonna pull up live action Yumi because obviously they could not find somebody who was blonde to play Yumi. Let me pull up. Here we go. Save image. Yes. Because obviously they couldn't find a blonde woman to play Yumi. So some things were changed. I'd say the most accurate character was Wook. I don't think his name is Wook in the series, in the live action if I remember correctly. But oh boy, it was Wook a character. Here we go. So this is Woong to the right. And this is obviously Yumi to the left. I really like the actress who plays Yumi. She's very convincing and I love her personality. Yes, detective style. I'm pretty sure it's detective style. Oh yeah, and there's Yumi'sCells. She's a goofy goober is what I'm saying. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back, everybody. All right, everybody. Looks like we're wrapping it up for tonight. I did not expect this to, well, food basically started coming in. So we'll see you next time. We'll probably talk more Yumi'sCells and stuff like that next time because I really really like this series. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.